Hi everyone, Elite Assassin here, and today I have a little bit of a different video for you guys. With Halo 5 fast approaching, I've seen a lot of people online ask where they can find good Halo content on YouTube, and I decided that I wanted to make a video kind of just telling people where some of the better commentators are and better content producers are. Now I know this is kind of weird because I'm a tenth of the size of some of these people and even less so than others on this list. But you know, there are people that I talk to on a pretty regular basis, watch their videos on a pretty regular basis, and you know, as a community, the idea is for all of us to grow with Halo 5, and that's something that I want to definitely help foster. So, I'm gonna make this video, try to put it out there, and see if just everyone can get a boost in subs and just get more awareness for everybody, because a lot of people put a lot of work into their videos. There's a lot of good quality content out there, so I do apologize if some people are left off this list. I'm going to try to keep this to like 7 or 8 people that I usually watch their content, so it's a little bit small of a list, but here we go anyway. Also, the icon for their channel will be clickable as an annotation, hopefully. If it works, I'll also have their channels and their Twitter handles in the description below as well, in case either you're watching on mobile or my annotations don't work, because sometimes that happens. Alright, first off, BBK Dragoon. Now, he's one of the first YouTubers that I found in the Halo community, and I definitely really enjoy his videos. He's been making videos since Reach, and his Reach beginner guide is very useful for any beginner level player trying to get into Halo, though some of the more Reach specific elements won't help them come Halo 5. I think just some of the overall themes that he goes over in that will be very helpful for anybody. Another great thing about his channel are his replay reviews. If you don't know what those are, he took user submitted videos through the file share system and basically looked through them, broke them down, and kind of gave people tips, you know, advice what to look for, maybe some of their issues they had, noticeable patterns that led to bad gameplay, and just tried to overall help people get better. It was a great series that unfortunately was not able to continue in MCC due to a lack of a file share, and I'm pretty sure if Halo 5 has a good working file share, we will see this return. And or even if you go back and watch some of the Halo 4, Halo Reach ones, you can just learn something from watching them. And it definitely drove home the importance of watching our replays and helped me improve as a player, definitely. I know my one friend had always told me to do it, and I kind of never really listened to him, but seeing how he laid it out and just kind of how he went through the videos and seeing how important it really is kind of made me feel bad that I ignored my friend for all those years. Alright, next up is Lurker Zero. Now, Lurker Zero is a bit different than BBK's videos. His are more thoughtful and more insightful videos, I would say. He usually will pick like a quote or a topic and base his idea and commentary off of that. Now, he did take a little bit of a break from MCC, which, you know, I don't blame people for doing. I think we all kind of had our time where we're like, you know what, I'm going to take a little bit of a break from this bullshit of MCC. But, you know, it seems like he's going to be coming back and making more videos, and you know, his videos are definitely some of the best and just well-spoken videos I've seen on YouTube. So I would definitely give him a shot. He will also be doing some Souls series commentaries later on this year, kind of a look back on the Souls series, since he did enjoy it very much. Next up, we have IKleenup. Now, IKleenup's commentaries are usually, how do I put this, definitely more lighthearted and fun. Now, he also does have some very straightforward opinions sometimes and can be a bit confrontational in his commentaries, but generally it's all for a good time, and he's trying to drive home a point. Now, he's definitely someone who brings a lot of us together. I know I've met a lot of people, you know, through his organized battle royales that he used to do in Halo 4. And I definitely look forward to them coming back in Halo 5. Now, he's a very good guy to play with, and as I said, he runs a thing called the Battle Royale, which basically it took some of the small YouTubers, and many of the YouTubers I'm going to mention here, and had them put in teams with some of their subscribers and other YouTubers and just have a Halo tournament. Sometimes the teams were random, sometimes they were handpicked. It really depended on the week. But they were an absolute blast. And if it wasn't for him and his battle royales, I never would have met a lot of people on this list and play with them. So he definitely helps bring a lot of the people together. And I also had a laugh because for a while when I was playing with him, he didn't know I had a channel. And when I told him I had one, he kind of yelled at me for not telling him earlier. So, definitely give IKleenup a look. Next, we have the Crazed Spartan. Crazy Spartan is another person who I play with quite often, and his content is also different from the other ones I mentioned before. For a while he was doing news content, and I know he's kind of stayed away from that a little bit, but he does overall general commentaries about Halo and some things, and they're always very good. He also is very big on the Halo lore and very knowledgeable about that, and he also is a very, very good forger. A lot of his forge maps were used for IKleenup's battle royales, and he will often have people, or look for people to help test his maps. I think his maps are definitely very high quality. They're always very fun to play on. And I definitely recommend giving him, some attention if you have a chance, and if you're into forge maps. Next up, we have Rapscallion. Now, I know Rapscallion's taken a little bit of a break from YouTube. As I said, some people on here had it for a while, and that's every time I'm going to say it's understandable due to MCC. And hopefully we'll see a return from Rapscallion, but regardless, he has a lot of great and fun videos on his channel, and definitely some very unique ones. As he does have a video, and he did stream at the one point. He streamed and put the video on YouTube of him reading Hunters in the Dark, the Halo novel. Sometimes there are some kind of funny videos like that, but overall, he's a very fun person to watch. His commentary is usually very good, and he also streams on Twitch, so he does that more often than he's been making videos recently, so I'll leave that link up there too for you guys to click on and follow him there. But he's also a very fun person to play with, and I definitely enjoy his content. Next up, we have ModestMajor. Now, ModestMajor is definitely the most, outgoing and energetic of all the people on this list by a long shot. ModestMajor definitely has very hilarious commentary sometimes. Some of the voices he'll do are always hilarious, but they're usually very well thought out commentaries. He usually does some very, very crazy, ridiculous KD, pub stompy gameplays, and they're always a blast to watch. You always know with the major commentary you're going to come away with a good point being argued, and you're going to have fun and probably laugh while watching the commentary too. He also enjoys Smash, and you can always see him talking about that on Twitter. And he also is a streamer, so you'll often see him streaming Halo on his Twitch page, so I'll definitely put a link to that as well. And actually, anyone who I say streams, I will also have that link up in the description, and I'm going to try and make the annotation. I know YouTube doesn't like annotations going outside, so maybe they'll just be in the description. Next up, I have Ubernick. And Ubernick is someone who you will often find playing with ModestMajor while he streams, or in a lot of his videos, as they're very good friends. And he's also a very good commentator. Now, I know one of the things a lot of people joke about him is he does rage quite a bit when streaming, and it's usually pretty funny to watch, but overall, he's someone who I would highly recommend watching. His commentary is also very good. And I know he also has an unboxing of the Halo 5 limited collector's edition if you're interested to see how that looks. And damn, does that statue look really cool, I gotta say. Like I said, he also plays with Major on stream, and he also streams at the same time too. So if you're looking for a Halo streamer, there's somebody else. And actually, I just realized the rest of the people on this list are all streamers, so the other two people on this list also stream. Next up, I have Spaethik. Now, I know after some MCC BS, he hasn't been making that many Halo commentaries on his channel as of recent, but I know he has been streaming it as well. So hopefully we'll have some Halo commentators come back. Maybe his, attempt to get the highest placement he can in Arena, as he had a road to 50 the same time I did. So, he's kind of talked about bringing that kind of content to his channel if you're interested in that. And he's also started a podcast, basically kind of a general gaming podcast, which has been very fun to listen to. So, I would definitely recommend giving him a look. And like I said, he streams on Twitch, and I believe he also uses the YouTube streaming as well. So you'll find his streams in both places. And the last person on this list I have is the Big Killa. Now, the Big Killa, as with everyone else I've said for recently, has streams. He streams definitely more often than content comes up, so you can usually find him on in the mornings. It's usually around like 10 Eastern, I know, so he usually comes on. And he also does a lot of chill commentaries. Out of everyone on the list, he's definitely a lot more of the laid-back, chill kind of commentator. Definitely a contrast from ModestMajor's style. But again, great commentaries usually out of him, and I'd highly recommend it. And, now that I've gone through everybody here, I do kind of give a shout out to someone who you won't be seeing commentaries from, and is definitely a lot more well known in the community, and that's Unyshek. For those of you who don't know or haven't followed him, definitely give his channel a look. He has a lot of great Halo content on there, but we probably won't be seeing any more Halo content from him, and that's actually a really good thing, because he got a job at 343 in the community department. I definitely can't think of anyone better in the YouTube community getting picked up there. He's someone who not only, mingled with and talked to people who are bigger YouTubers, bigger in the community, but he's also someone who, talked to and helped out people, a lot of the smaller people in the community. Didn't matter how big or small you were in the Halo community, he treated everyone the same. So that was really cool. Great guy, congratulations to him on his job at 343. Alright guys, that's what I got for now. This video definitely went longer than I thought it was going to. And, sorry, I kind of came up with these descriptions just kind of off the top of my head on people's channels, so I do apologize if you don't necessarily agree with how I talked about your channel, but I tried my best off the top of my head to kind of just give some thoughts on their content. But everyone I, spoke about here and that are in the, sorry, I'm kind of having a brain fart here, but anyone who I mentioned during this commentary and that I have down in the description below is worth checking out, and I'd highly recommend it. If you guys, like my video, I also do a lot of Halo content. I do some non-Halo content in the form of clips of the month, where I take a lot of my personal friends who don't have YouTube channels and take clips from their DVR and make just kind of a compilation of some of their best clips that are usually funny or just good plays or awesome multi-kills. So I do that, and I just do a lot of sometimes other random games, but Halo is the game that I usually post the most on my channel. So if you guys are interested, definitely feel free to drop subscribe here. I would not, I'd not be against that, that's for sure. Alright, now thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.